There is a man who could destroy Mike Tyson without exaggeration. His own clone.
McNeeley is hurt. What's all? He goes down. Big right hand.
He comes at you, he fights, he makes you miss, he bends and he throws punches.
A top contender fighting people like Ali.
My father was trained under D'Amato, so I know what Mike Tyson is going to do. Now it's up to me what I do to finish him.
Philadelphia, December 16th, 1995. The CoreStates Spectrum was packed to the rafters. Under the cold glare of the spotlights, the air trembled with anticipation. This wasn't just a fight. This was the return of the demon, Iron Mike's first real test after 3 years in a prison cell. He had crawled out of hell, torn Peter McNeeley apart in 89 seconds.
Because they were starting to butt heads. Oh! Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes.
And now he was marching toward the throne, filled with a rage that not even prison could break. But standing across from him was no ordinary opponent. He was a mirror, a cold, precise, merciless reflection of the very system Cus D'Amato had once drilled into young Tyson. Peekaboo, bob and weave, slip and roll. The man who knew that style from the inside better than anyone. The man who could take Tyson's own weapon and turn it against him. Undefeated, young, calculating, and most terrifying of all, he wasn't afraid.
I'm not going to be another chump, but Tyson had fell down in 90 seconds.
Buster Cus D'Amato Mathis Jr. Yes, you heard that right. 25 years old, 20-0, nearly 6 feet tall, son of a man personally trained by Cus D'Amato himself. Even his own trainer, Joe Fariello, came from the same D'Amato system. He grew up inside that dark philosophy like it was a temple. He was exactly who Tyson could have become if life hadn't thrown him into the abyss. Pure, cold, perfect. The very clone who could destroy the original.
I'm not going to let this guy intimidate me. I'm not going to let this guy get into my mind and mess my game plan up.
The experts laughed, 25-1. But in the arena hung a thick, sticky premonition. Tonight, Iron Mike might finally meet the one who could shatter his own reflection. Mathis came out first, calm, focused. There wasn't a drop of fear in him, only legacy. Tyson came out second, no smile. His eyes were two black voids filled with 3 years of bottled-up fury.
Protect yourself at all times. Touch close.
Walk around.
The bell rings. From the very first second it was clear, this would not be a fight but a war of styles. Mathis did not retreat. He ducked, rolled, pressed in close, smothering Tyson's explosions with clinches, turning all that prison rage into emptiness. Tyson roared, pressed forward, threw everything he had, but his fists found only shoulders, air, and nothing. Mathis wasn't just surviving, he was controlling the fight. He irritated. He made the greatest knockout artist on the planet look rusty and helpless.
Then the swing and hit. Step back.
Yeah, his own body would have to stop the punch.
But you know, in those punches of that Peter McNeeley fight, he missed many times like he's done.
224 pounds. Tyson connects right there. And Mathis comes back with the right uppercut.
Mathis is trying to stay so close that Mike can't wind jumping in, jumping out, pressing Mike, staying inside. We'll see what happens when he gets hit, though.
Body punches. There's a shot by Mike Tyson with the left.
And he has done a nice job of slipping on the Tyson really trying to swing from
That was the most underrated
he
part
did
of this.
get hit, but tonight he's doing a good job slipping.
Tyson missing again with the...
Mike switched to southpaw and threw like a right jab, which I thought was interesting.
Smother the power, get inside of it. What you can't do with a fighter like Mike Tyson, all he does is extends his hooks. Yeah.
Ringside at Philadelphia Spectrum. We are through with round one, and Buster Mathis has blasted.
Second round, Mathis continued his devilish work. He wasn't surviving, he was imposing his game. The crowd began to buzz. Could this clone actually break Iron Mike?
Busting it under, came out jabbing, setting up the jab. Even a short
Swing and miss with this movement. That's slipping we talked about before. And again, Tyson coming and missing again with the left hook.
Says that he is physically stronger now. Do something to take away that from Mike Tyson. He didn't want to be intimidated.
Tyson going up against a guy almost shorter.
Well, you know, that's the funny thing, because I used to tell B, which is something he's not only not used to, but not as good at. And you're going to see some quick combinations by Mathis.
Inside Tyson, the beast was already awakening, but Mathis read every movement as if he had once been him. The mirror reflected the fury and sent it right back. No matter how hard Tyson hit, Mathis would lift his head, roll, and walk forward again. Cold, untouchable, inevitable. There was no pain in him that could be broken. There was only the system, and that system worked perfectly.
Palm in and throw that uppercut. Both of them trading now.
Counter punch, and there's a body blow.
With sharp punches.
Big and taller fighters can't do to Mike. Can't get under the ground. That was the right shot.
He won't be able to walk as well. He'll notice that.
He can wait till tomorrow. He has to last tonight.
He'll feel every punch tomorrow.
Oh, and there is a nice right uppercut. And then Tyson counters himself. Now exchanging blows.
He seems to be able to.
Tyson again missing with the left.
Underneath.
By the third round, the tension in the arena had become almost unbearable. Tyson could feel it. This guy wasn't breaking. He wasn't falling. He wasn't disappearing under the pressure. He simply kept doing his job, like a machine raised by the same dark master.
Behind the jab. Whoa.
Tyson missing twice with the right. Oh, and Mathis felt that right there, and again he plows into Tyson. Big, wild shots.
Well, they're very happy in the corner of Buster Mathis. They know that Mike Tyson, Frank Cappuccino separating the two. They're staying close.
Down low once again with the right uppercut goes Buster Mathis.
This is going to turn into a little bit of a war.
Now this is the first time that Tyson has had Mathis up against the ropes. Body punches, and Mathis trying to fight his way out of it.
Mike's loading up a little too much. Buster can see some of them coming. He's getting out of the way of most of them.
Third round, with about 40 seconds left, Tyson finally broke through the icy defense. Two devastating right uppercuts in a row, like a hammer shattering a mirror. Mathis crashed heavily to the canvas.
Right-footed pivot. Swing around on your opponent's side and then crash.
Oh, he got a right uppercut. Another right uppercut. And down goes Mathis.
See, he stepped back and did it again. Stepped off and around and ripped that uppercut to where Mathis was ducking right into it.
9, 10. He didn't beat the count.
A devastating right uppercut. Two of them by Mike Tyson. And he is knocked down Buster Mathis Jr.
The arena fell silent. The referee began the count. Mathis tried to rise, but his body betrayed him for a moment. Knockout. Mike Tyson wins in the third round.
To where Mathis was ducking right into it.
9, 10. He didn't beat the count.
Devastating.
Yet, even in defeat, Buster Mathis Jr. left behind real terror. He made the demon work. For one night, the whole world believed it. The clone could have destroyed the original.
Mike, did you expect him to come straight at you the way he did? Did you expect him to try and crowd you and walk into your power?
I expected him to do many things. I expect him to move around, run because he's able to do that. And I expect him to smother me because he's been very successful. But I'm very familiar with his style of fighting. I was raised, and I'm the best at that style of fighting. I know every move he was making. That's how come when I did a couple of particular moves, he was stunned. He didn't expect them.
The demon had returned, but on that cold Philadelphia night, the mirror cracked, and it came dangerously close to cutting Tyson to the bone. Months later, he would knock out Frank Bruno and regain the heavyweight crown, the same man he had beaten 7 years prior. But that, my friends, is a completely different story.